Good morning, my lovelies. It is Monique Blessed. I'm going to try and do a video really off the top of my head. I was thinking about why there are so many single black women, but especially single black women over 50. Um, I have some thoughts about that I'd like to run by you. You know, many of us were taught that our only option going back to the 70s, 80s, when we were younger women, that our only option for a mate was a black man. And of course, the numbers were never balanced. So many of us went for long periods of time as a single celibate woman, or usually ended up with a black man who took advantage of the situation. As an ex told me, a man is as honest as his options or his opportunities to cheat. And so, unfortunately, many of us fell into that trap. Of course, there were a few rare birds that flew the coop, so to speak, many years ago, but they were indeed rare. Um, I was thinking the social expectations of the black woman is often tied to the black man. And being that our men are not doing too well and that are known for different things, it kind of drags down the black woman's reputation. So, therefore, I think one of the challenges that black women are encountering, my focus is really on black women 50 and over, late 40s, 50s, even 60s plus, is that you're often stereotyped before the man gets to know you. For example, and this is a bad example, you may go to a party with him and he says to you with a smile on his face, "Oh, they're going to have fried chicken and potato salad," not knowing that you haven't had fried chicken in years and you don't care for the potato salad because it's high in cholesterol, and that you're looking forward to the sushi. How about that? um, you're often stereotyped, I think, because your reputation is tied to a group of men who really don't have any power. Or social expectations come into play in another way, in that you might find yourself in circles where your man of another race, of another group, cares a little bit too much about what others think. And of course, others are not perceiving you in the best of lighting because you are tied to a group of men that are not doing well. I think what happens as a result of this, especially for older women, even though you might be 55 but you look 35, is many of us, and I'm saying that because black women age extremely well, even though we have challenging lives, and we tend to do without. We do without a lot. And still manage to do everything, keep the bills paid, raise the children, keep a roof over everyone's head, clothes on everyone's back, while we may go without a hug for 10, 20 years. Some people say that we tend to be angry. Well, if you haven't been hugged in 10 years, you might be a little angry too. Black women, we live very different lives. We don't live lives that white women live. I travel around a lot, and one thing I notice is white women ages 20 to 80, they always have a man with them. Black women in their prime most of the time, if they're not with a man of another race, they're by themselves or walking with another woman or walking with a black man that's 10, maybe 20 feet ahead of them. And we know what the reason is for that. It's in case he sees someone else. So, the point that I'm trying to make is that it's extremely unfair to us because black women are women first. We're women first and black second. And for any other races of men that are interested in dating black women, look at the woman, see her as a woman first. Cater to her womanity. And then, by the way, she happens to be black. That's how you do that. We're certainly not spoiled, entitled, self-entitled women. We have never been asked to get up on a pedestal, and most of us are not on a pedestal. And so if there ever was a race of women that deserve a chance, that deserve to be loved, to be coddled, I'm not even going to use that word coddled because we don't know anything about it. I'm just going to say loved. It's certainly black women. We have survived insurmountable challenges and have managed to thrive, go to school, have careers, buy homes, buy cars, live in nice neighborhoods. I had a conversation with a white male friend of mine, and I shared with him research shows that black women and white men make the best couples. And it is because we're both providers in our group. And when you put it together, it seems to work. And he was surprised, but he said, I can see that. Not that we don't want to be treated the way white women are treated. Of course we do. We want a man to take us out, be good to us, surprise us with nice things. But I think the difference is we really appreciate it and we show our appreciation because for the most part, we don't come from communities that provide us with that type of treatment. I want black women, especially those over 50, to start considering other options. You don't have to be alone. Many of us have been alone for a very long time. We have gone without companionship, without intimacy. I heard a woman share that her mother had her when she was 30 years old, and her mother died at 60 when she was 30, and she said her father was the last man that her mother was intimate with. So this woman had no sort of intimacy in her life for 30 years. Come on, ladies, please, don't do this to yourselves. I'm talking to those of us over 50. Young black women, if you haven't jumped ship yet, well, I don't know what to say because you're in your prime, your beauty buck years, and you should be dating all races of men. But for those that are still stuck in a certain mindset, who came from the generation of what they call mammyism to the 10th power, okay? Those of us who were born in the 50s and the 60s and the early 70s, come on now. Come on. I know that sometimes you wish you had your man with you at night and you could lay your head on his chest, and I know sometimes you want that hug, and I'm here to let you know it's okay. It's okay. Because we deserve it. If there's any race of woman that deserves a healthy, emotionally available, a companion who is grounded in his manhood and knows how to treat a woman, it's certainly black women. We deserve a break today, and it shouldn't be at McDonald's. I don't know where that came from. That's an old commercial. Anyway, I'm going to stop there, and I see nobody's listening to my channel. I'm always providing commentary on other channels. I'm not sure, but anyway.